Okay, we are here with Craig Willenberg. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yes, how many points are you on now?
I've got 5 out of 7.
That's a very impressive score given the field. And how are you finding the Cape Town Masters so far?
Well, it feels very prestigious. I mean, organizers are on top of the games. Competition is tough. I had a bit of a shaky start, but it seems like the engine is started, and now for 2 last rounds to decide the winner.
Yeah, you were mentioning something just before the interview. You were talking about the psychology of chess in terms of people having your games to prep against. You had some games on the DGT boards in the previous round, and this round you shook it up a little bit against Kanya. Can you run us through your thought process when choosing, I think it was the King's Indian that was mentioned, as opposed to your regular opening?
Yes, I played two rounds with Rai Lopez, and actually the second time I played it, Shabir played up to move 11, I believe, of my previous game, and I was a bit worried because I hadn't looked at the variation thoroughly, and I'm sure Shabir would have done it, so I had to deviate. And knowing Kanye, I was sure he was going to prepare as well. So having a wide repertoire is a bonus. So I shocked him with knight f3, and he gave a huge sigh. And they say opponent surprised, his opponent half beaten.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
And we drew, so
yes.
Yeah. So it was an exciting game. I actually misplayed it, but because in chess you always want to push your own agenda, and I was trying to push it too hard and not thinking prophylactically enough, whereas I could have waited and absorbed, and I think that would have been a better strategy to play for the win.
Right. And you have played Watu already?
I have. That was my previous round 6. Also draw.
Yes, that was a very good draw for you. How do you feel about that game?
Yeah, no, that was, I'm sure you had it on the stream. That was a shaky game.
A little bit.
I was running, but what I noticed with the 90-90 is if you just absorb enough pressure and you take them down into the scramble, players find it very difficult to be accurate under 20 minutes. And that's something you got to use to your advantage. You just be able to absorb the tension and the pressure.
All right, and there's another game that stood out to us. You played against Shabir Bouddin, and you put out a little bit of a bluff, giving up the exchange of your rook in exchange for obviously some kingside attack with like knight g5, knight f6. And it worked out eventually, but of course it was a dubious sacrifice. So what was going through your mind when you ended up playing that?
Oh, the knight e4 move, I remember, because he pinned my knight. And bishop e4, and then I thought, okay, he's going to take my knight, and I just played g4 the move before, so it wasn't all thought out. So I was like, okay, I'm going to hold and just defend, and I have some weaknesses because I played g4, he's going to come queen h4. So I thought, no, I don't feel like this. So I sacked the rook, and well, we're not playing against engines, we're playing against humans, and humans need to deal with pressure.
Yeah.
And I was up about 10-15 minutes on the clock, and I just played natural moves, and knowing that I was worse, but he's under pressure.
Perhaps you felt a little bit more comfortable when he gave up his queen for 2 nights.
Oh, I had a huge sigh of relief.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, okay, it worked. So did the bluff. We won. I won the bluff thing.
Yeah.
So he gave up his queen, and then it was just technique. But Shubs, you got to be accurate.
His bag of tricks.
Yes, so I had to curb that light square bishop in its tracks there. So eventually I managed to win that one. It was exciting G4 idea.
So I spoke to your wife Lauren yesterday. Also, congratulations on your new baby boy, Daniel.
Thank you.
She was talking about how you are coaching quite a lot, especially in the early hours of the morning. And I wanted to know, how do you balance coaching with playing? And if you were to choose just one, which one would you pick?
Sure, that's a very interesting question. Balancing it is juggling. It's literally having a family, coaching like crazy hours, like you said, which also coincides with playing. So what they do mention is to be able to play better. When you teach, you actually learn. And when I coach with a lot of passion. And coaching online internationally, I coach adults. Unlike here in South Africa, most coaches coach children. So when you coach adults, you have a conversation, you laugh, you call a spade, and they quite enjoy when we dig deep into calculation and openings and strategies. So yes, I do work crazy hours, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the coaching. I wish I had more time to prepare for tournaments like these, but then again, you gotta go through the phases that you're in. And I know that one day when my kids are perhaps a bit older and playing, together, I'll have more time to do my preparation. So I feel that just the consistency, never, slacking, keep training, keep working on your game, even if it's just a little bit now and then. Every player goes through phases. So eventually I will also come back even stronger.
Yes, and one last question, not going to keep you much longer. I just wanted to ask, you come from a chess family. A lot of people in your family are playing chess. Do you ever find that it's easier to work alongside one of your family members, such as your brother Kenny? Do you guys ever study chess together?
Oh wow, that's great. Having a support base like that, because where do I begin? Well, just when we drove to the venue this morning, it was myself, my dad, my brother, and my two uncles in the car. So,
oh wow!
So it was quiet for most of the freeway, and then I asked Kenny, "What's the strategy today?" And he laid it down, and we started, and everybody chipped in, and eventually that boosts confidence. So. That definitely helps.
Okay, well, the Willenberg clan is a force to be reckoned with. Thank you so much, Craig, for your time, and good luck for the final 2 games. If you guys want to check out these videos, they are available on the Jesse February YouTube. Sorry for the self-promo. But yes, we'll see you for the next one.
Cheers.
Thank you so much, Craig.
You're welcome.